Harris, the author of a dynamic book with an even more interesting story behind it. Welcome to the show, Jacqueline.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Jacqueline is a member of the Woman Song community, and I would not have it any other way lest she come and share with us about her book and how she was, shall I say, inspired to compile this work?
Yes, because it's not something I had planned on doing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved to write, and I've always occupied libraries since I started walking, so it's one of my favorite things. But the title of my book is Healing and Freedom Through These Sacred Tonemasters. And the book is, I call it my magical medicinal memoir. And it's the journey of how I was able to claim freedom from the prison of fear, self-doubt, trust, and self-esteem issues that I was existing in. And I say existing in because I consider myself an original being, so when I exist, that's like I'm the walking dead. I have to live, not exist. So I was able to obtain that freedom and healing through the music, the written words, the encounters, and healing friendships with a group of esteemed authors and singers that I never in a gazillion years thought I would meet. And many I didn't read their works or listen to their music. But I had a dream to put these women on a portrait, and then I had a miraculous encounter with each one of them and started slowing down and started healing and taking control of my mind away from this programmed society we live in.
All right. Right. So tell us how you ended up, the journey. What I found interesting about your book was the journey that is even more, because I haven't read the book. I've only read about the book and how you went on this journey and you were able to come in contact with these people that you otherwise would probably have not had an opportunity to meet.
Right. Well, and I think that was part of the healing process, was that I had to come out of this box, of this prison that I was living with. And this woman appeared to me and had me draw this picture and then said, okay, I want you to give everyone alive a copy of the picture. Now, these people were jazz greats Nancy Wilson, Cassandra Wilson, Diane Reeves, R&B greats Mesa Leak, Layla Hathaway, Liz Wright, and Ledisi Young. I didn't really listen to their music, so I had to get a copy of this picture and give each one their copy. And as I was doing that, I started researching their music, and I found myself learning something that I needed to heal from each one of them. For example, the singer Layla Hathaway, my encounters with her, I saw how generous she was. And it was like when I met these women, they held a mirror up to me to show me, Jackie, this is what you need to work on. So I saw how generous she was, and I saw that I needed to work on that. So I started working on my generosity, my forgiveness. Same with Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. The way I met her was, all of them were just miraculous. And I met Dr. Frances Cress. Do you mind if I tell that part? Because it's heard on
Go right
the show.
ahead, please do.
I read her book some years ago, and after I had the first, because there were two pictures painted, after I had the first picture painted, this one had the authors Maya Angelou, Alice Walker, Octavia Butler, Anita Baker, and Dr. Frances Cress Welsing on it. And within 5 months, I ran into them in an unusual manner. I'm originally from Chicago, although I'm staying in Maryland now. I went home for my birthday one year, and I went to a bookstore, and I was just talking to the young lady that works in the bookstore about how much I love Dr. Wellstein's work. And we standing there, and she looks like she's seen a ghost. She says, "Look who's getting out of the car." And it was Dr. Wellstein. So I was, as I said, I just had fear if I approach these people, they're going to be dismissive or be very nasty towards me, and I didn't want that to happen. So I stood by her shelf of books and tried to hide. You know, how crazy was that? So she came in, and she was doing the lecture at that bookstore the following day. And my friend was like, "Go talk to her, Jackie. You're just telling me how much you love this woman." And but I had that fear. And so I finally got up the nerve to go out and talk to her, but I was praying she would get in the car and drive away. And she didn't. She went to the door and stood there. So I approached her and told her I love her work, and I, read her book and started asking her questions. And she was the nicest person, one of the nicest people that I got a chance to meet. So it went like that, with Dr. Maya Angelou. I'm in the airport. There she is, So the story goes about it. I tell the story of how I learned a lesson from each one of these women through their works, and the fact that all of them, they're tones. That's why I call them sacred Tonemasters, even though some of them are authors. When you're reading, you read in tones as well. And I think that tones have the power to heal, and I can safely say that's true because I can stand here and say that I have been healed, and I'm still working on myself, but I've come a long way with the help of these authors and these singers and their music, their writings, and their friendships that I've established with many of them.
Wonderful. And that's what this book is. It tells of that journey.
Yes, it does. And I did it because I do work with different people, and we're a sick group of people. We don't have our mind. We have someone else's mind. And we need a lot of healing. And to occupy anything, we have to, heal. I just really believe that. No, not believe, I know that. We have to heal, and you have to start with yourself first, because I was out there trying to heal people, and I'm sick. So that,
right.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with you, right.
Okay. So until I got to that point where I felt like I was healed and I was free, then I can go out. And I don't have that fear anymore. I don't live in that constant state of fear. I don't have that low self-esteem that I used to carry around. I don't carry the burdens of the world, on my shoulders anymore. And I'm not afraid to make a mistake. And I just want to, help our families, especially our mothers, because what you said earlier is, I think is one of the African proverbs, what a mother teaches. A mother is the first teacher. What a mother teaches a child brings forth to the world. So
right.
I think that's why I'm into, we have to do something to heal these mothers, because if she's sick, she's going to teach that sickness to the children.
Absolutely.
And I really want our babies to have a chance. And we're not giving them a chance if we're sick and we're existing. And I notice everything around us is about fear. Fear about the 99% losing all their money, fear about no jobs, fear about they're going to rain down and put us all in concentration camps, and it's just fear constantly everywhere. And you can get caught up in that. but you don't have to. And that's what I think my book is about, not getting caught up and really reprogramming your mind to benefit you and your kind.
Right. Okay, that is wonderful. And where can we get the book, Jackie?
Oh, the book is available at my website. My website is www.sacredtonemasters.com.
Okay, sacredtonemasters.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Hold on, before you go, Brother Charles, is there anything that you would like to ask the author?
Oh, I want to thank Sister Jack for writing such a wonderful work to help bring healing and wholeness to our community. And we just want to know that I appreciate your what you've done.
Thank you, and I appreciate all that you're doing. And I'm looking forward to getting a T-shirt and a hat for the Occupy the Library movement.
Brother, I mean, is there anything you'd like to share?
No, I'm just looking forward to reading the book.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you. I hope it helps.
All right, thank you
for having me on the show.
No problem. Thank you so much, Ms. Jacqueline. Thank you so much for joining us.